Please subscribe. The 2021 Toyota Sienna minivan with accessible all-wheel drive currently comes as a half-and-half that Toyota assessments will get 33 miles per gallon consolidated. The fourth-age minivan accompanies increasingly standard highlights, refreshed innovation, progressively premium alternatives, and another look all around. Despite the fact that Toyota took configuration signals that go from slug trains to SUVs, the Sienna is at its center a minivan that can situate up to 8 in comfort and with accommodation. Trim off the back end and it could be mistaken for something different, yet then it would lose the spaciousness and load volume you can't get in a SUV. The cockpit is smoothed out and uncluttered, yet a few people may be enticed rather to ride in the subsequent line and its accessible hassock ottomans kicking up from the skipper's seats. This isn't the minivan of your childhood. The Sienna will go on special toward the finish of 2020. The consolidated 243 torque crossover powertrain with or without all-wheel drive is the main offered over the lineup, which incorporates SLA, XLE, XSE, Limited, and Platinum trims. Evaluating will be declared not long from now. Standard highlights on the updated Sienna incorporate second push coverings, 3-zone atmosphere control, power windows and force sliding entryways, a 9.0-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Amazon Alexa similarity, Bluetooth network, 7 USB ports, and Sirius XM and Wi-Fi preliminary memberships. Standard well-being gear incorporates programmed crisis slowing down with person-on-foot discovery, versatile voyage control, dynamic path control, programmed high shafts, a back seat update, and vulnerable side screens with back cross-traffic cautions. Accessible alternatives incorporate an inherent vacuum, a cooler, and up to 18 cup holders. What's more, the Sienna can tow as much as 3,500 pounds. Disregard the SUV. Structured and worked in the US, the 2021 Sienna tries to look sportier than its square-shaped forerunner. From the side, a wrinkle reaches out from the rocker board up over the back wheel into the thin flat taillights. The front has a wide lower grille, which is honeycombed in XSE trim, and a considerably more streaming, unobtrusive trapezoidal style with LED headlights clearing once more into the body. It's an appealing improvement, and one that Toyota says was roused by a Japanese slug train. Indeed, even with the 20-inch wheel standard on XSE trim, the Sienna's boxed and commits it hard to error for something besides a minivan. What's more, there's nothing amiss with that, particularly within. Standard seating for 8 can be moved up to fit 2 skipper's seats with falling footstool hassocks for ideal solace. Those accessible seats come warmed and can slide up to 25 creeps to advance the space for whomever may be staying there. Those seats don't stow in the floor, however the mid-second push seat is removable and stowable in the standard setup. In advance, the extensive size opens up considerably more. The extended even showcase of the scramble disguises a liberal stockpiling territory underneath the inside reassure. The half-and-half powertrain, and accessible all-wheel drive that utilizes an electric engine mounted to the back pivot, implies there's no drive shaft burrow through the focal point of the vehicle. The Sienna utilizes a similar 2-engine half-and-half framework found in the 2020 Toyota Highlander Hybrid. The 2.5-liter inline-4 motor sets with 2 engines and front drive setups to make 243 horsepower and return a Toyota evaluated 33 miles per gallon consolidated. A free back suspension valves to keep the ride delicate. Accessible all-wheel drive adds a third engine to control the back pivot. Despite the fact that the driver can flip between 4 modes, including a game mode that gives progressively electric lift, the standard crossover and accessible AWD don't require any mediation from the driver. Electric just driving is accessible at low speeds under light choke. A consecutive shifter goes about as a low rigging to recover more vitality from the regenerative slowing mechanism. The crossbreed powertrain is secured by a 8-year/100,000 guarantee. On the off chance that the Sienna proprietor needs to play with the drive framework or tweak the half-breed show, it very well may be done through either a 7.0-inch vehicle data show or a 9.0-inch touchscreen standard over the lineup. Toyota hasn't discharged all the specs yet it seems like the Sienna will be roomier than its ancestor. Some XLE trims accompany 8 seats and a second column that has 2 skipper's seats split by a stowable center seat. Some XLE models, just as totally limited and platinum trims, accompany 7 seats and second push skipper's seats. Front drive forms of limited and platinum accompany stools. Fabric seats line the base LA model, while manufactured cowhide, warmed front seats, and a force-movable driver seat start in the XLE. For calfskin, warmed and cooled front seats, step up to limited and platinum trims, which additionally have a force-extending controlling wheel. Notwithstanding the standard accommodation and well-being highlights recorded over, the 2021 Sienna can be had with a 4-stilting moonroof, a 10.0-inch head-up show, and an accessible HD back diversion community with 11.6-inch shows. The arrival of the implicit PA framework redoes the degree of solace and criticizes fundamental for every traveler. An accessible computerized rear view reflect that extends what's behind the back camera if there is an excessive amount of uproar in the lodge to see obviously with the customary mirror. An Encompass C camera framework gives a 360-degree winged animal's eye see around the vehicle, and in equal leaving circumstances there is a Control C. The top platinum trim accompanies a vacuum and a cooler. The 2021 Toyota Sienna will show up at the finish of 2020.